Hey, what's up, guys? Malt here, and remember this: Ash is MVP. Ash is MVP, and also there's that one guy over there who's standing there. I left him alive. Everybody's dead around him. We're just gonna leave him in here. Tell him to tell the others what happened here. There needs to be witnesses. Okay. Anyways, let's go. Ash's motivation is maxed out. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save right there. Gonna look at this loading screen, do a little hop, and we're gonna see what happens next.
Thank goodness. Those girls are pale as ghosts, but at least they're alive.
Ghosts.
But that Death Knight person feels so familiar.
Death Knight person feels familiar, huh? I noticed. Interesting.
Found Flame? Oh, thank goodness.
Interesting.
She was unconscious at the end of that secret passage. We found the culprit too, but he got away.
We almost had him, but no use dwelling on it.
I'm just grateful that everyone is safe. That's what matters most.
Aww.
I'd like to hear what transpired, but first, we need to get these ladies to the infirmary. Understood. We'll go at once.
Get them to the infirmary. Flame and whoever other person is.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm so relieved I suddenly felt weak. I couldn't be happier with how things turned out. And I imagine no one will be more overjoyed than Seteth. Hey, Professor. Can you make that expression one more time?
What expression? Like this?
I don't think I've ever seen your face like that.
That's kind of funny that this. Okay, interesting.
I apologize. I've forgotten myself and come dangerously close to teasing you. It's just... I've never seen you look so happy before. It's downright mesmerizing.
Damn, Claude, you really want me to marry you, huh?
But this isn't a time for idle chit-chat. We must hurry and share the good news with Seteth.
Imagine just go like, oh, you mean like this?
Professor,
I'm just smiling again.
please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more. Flame is safe and sound, and I have you to thank for that.
No worries, Daddy Seteth.
Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you.
I couldn't have done it without the students. I'm just happy she's safe. I'm just happy she's safe.
Yes, indeed. I too am overjoyed.
But why was Flame taken to begin with?
Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the Rite of Rebirth. The one known as the Death Knight.
The Death Knight. The Death Knight.
Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yaritza.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. And also, Yaritza was going like, oh, Mercedes, haven't I seen her before? Or something like that. And then Mercedes was like, oh, the Death Knight. I mean, the Death Knight. He seems so familiar. So I wonder if they're related.
And
they
we
might be
cannot
related.
forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear. However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flame's blood.
Her blood? But why?
The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous.
Oh.
If enemies who know the secrets of Flame's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Oh no.
Brother, wait.
What? What is it?
Flame, what are you doing here? You
Also,
should
yes,
be
what are you doing
resting.
here? I literally just saved you, didn't
I
I?
do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish
How
to
are you
live
standing?
in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
Wait. All there is in that corner is a chalkboard. You just been standing in the room this whole time.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us.
It is true,
That
though.
is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
I see your point. I do. However,
Yes?
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class?
Oh yeah, alright. That sounds like a good idea. That's a great idea!
You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that.
Yes, of course I think
With a
so.
professor like you nearby,
Because I only have
I
8
shall
people
be
in my
safe
class.
No matter what
Or is it
foe
9?
should appear.
I see. I am afraid you have a good point.
Huh.
Professor, due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you.
Yes, you've made that abundantly clear.
After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally.
Aw, finally.
So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flayn's safety?
Of course! It would be my pleasure.
I am so glad that Flame is safe. Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl. She wore the uniform of the academy. But who is she?
True. Who is she? Who is the other girl? I don't know. Actually, I do know, but
Well
you don't
done,
know.
Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance.
Hmm? Duh. Is that also macaroon in there too? Damn. Perfect, I was ready. It's fine cold. Nope. How many? Thank you. You now recorded. Hopefully I remember to cut this part. But it'll be very awkward. I'll just be sitting here going like, ooh, pastries!
Wait, are you gonna still record and eat?
No. I'm just gonna wait until I'm done the episode. Can you close the door?
No.
Well done, Professor. Sorry, I had a little bit of an intermission there during the recording. So let's get back to it.
I have been told that Manuela and Flame are recovering nicely, as is Monica.
Monica? Just Monica? Who? Is Monica a student here?
Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flame, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However,
Why do you look so sad? Very curious.
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated.
Oh.
It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her at the monastery. We assumed she had run away. I never dreamed that we would find her. Not like this.
Not like this indeed.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered.
Black
Our
Eagle House.
enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
True.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
Oh, that's next chapter. I forgot about that. I love that
Yes,
chapter.
the students will remember it for the rest of their lives.
You know in those like
Please guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
those battle animes where you just have all these main characters and they also have all these other characters around, like in Naruto and stuff like that, where there's other teams, and then you get that series, like the tournament series, where people just come together and fight each other, and then you got to figure out how everybody goes, like how everybody is, updates on them, and like their powers and stuff. It's basically that, but in this game. So we get. I always love that. That's like my favorite thing in like any anime.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you?
You know, and also in Hero Academia, that was another one.
There is unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much.
Will you come?
Sorry, but I've got my own mission, and it's far from Gronder Field.
Oh.
The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them. What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings. Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and elsewhere too.
That is true.
There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead.
Damn. How did they come back if they were dead?
Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you.
Don't say things like that.
Don't get me wrong. I have no intention of dying. I know it would be too much to ask you to cheer up, but can you at least drop the serious... Well, I'll be. Was that a smile just now?
Last time I said I just said I promise, and I didn't do an expression. So I'm glad I did that this time because he's a lot happier. My dad's so happy. He's not used to me showing emotions. Geralt is so cool. All right, Dad, tell me about this month.
Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon.
Wyvern
Field
Moon.
of the Eagle and Lion.
All right, what's going on this month?
From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies,
Look at
heading
them
south
wyverns.
for the winter. Fodlan's children
Wow.
lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters.
Thanks,
Yet
children.
all
Hey, that guy's just
their
lying there.
gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
What a loser. He's not doing anything. Where's Cyril in all this? I know Cyril's doing something around here. He's a children. He's a children. Speech roll by 1 unit indicates they have something to say. I don't know if I've been missing that more. Like, I only ever noticed that in the prologue and like one other chapter where you can actually talk to each other on the field. So, I don't know. Maybe there's more of those that I've just been missing. I hope not. Yes, another $5,000. Perfect. My only income. Oh. Wow, immediately? Alright, what's up to do? Let's go. Yes. The floor.
Here you are again.
Yep. I came to check on the flowers.
I see. The flowers you helped to water are in bloom now. Have a look.
Nice. Aren't they lovely? Yeah, aren't they? The flowers that I definitely am looking at right now.
Indeed. My sister was fond of this one in particular.
Sister? I didn't know you had a sister.
It never came up.
True.
Duscur is a dead land. Its flowers were all trampled under the boots of soldiers. But seeing this blossom brings back memories. I do not know why I am telling you all of this.
I'd like to hear more.
There is little to tell. But if you are from Fodlan, you must know what became of the people of Duscur. The people who betrayed their allies from Fargus. The ones who were punished for regicide. The Duscur are shunned for their crimes.
Oh, they were
Even
allied
now.
before. I don't know that.
It would be in
actually.
your interest not to spend any more time around me than necessary.
You can't tell me what to do.
You may think little of it now, but your reputation will eventually suffer. But, to be completely candid, it pleases me to be able to speak with you like this. If you truly do not
Thank
mind,
you for being
I
candid.
would be glad to receive more visits from you in the future.
Of course. Dudu, you just said more about... You just expressed more emotion there than you ever have before. Of course they'll come back and hang out. Ooh, a paralog! Wonder what paralogs we got this month.
The battle of the Eagle and Lion is finally upon us. This is our chance to show off the results of your expert training, Professor.
Yeah, but what about that whole Flame Emperor and Death Knight thing that happened last month? What about that? Are we just gonna, you know, put that on the rug, or...
Have Have Lady Rhea and Seteth really not filled you in? Well, if that's the case, I'm happy to explain.
I mean, they did. They've been mentioning it, but for some reason, my only options were it slipped my mind and I forgot about it.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion takes place every year during the Wyvern Moon. It can be best described as a mock battle between the three houses.
Much like the one we had during the Great Tree Moon. Do you remember, Professor?
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember my celebration most of all. Oh, okay.
It was certainly an unforgettable time. I've never seen anyone put away as much victory food as you did that night, Professor. This battle will take place in Empire territory, at Gronder Field. In other words, far removed from the monastery. It's a mock battle between the three houses. The house that defeats the most opponents wins.
Your Highness,
easy.
If the rumors are true, I believe Professor Manuela and Professor Hanneman will not be joining us.
Ah, yes, right you are. Given recent events, Professor Manuela has opted to sit this one out.
So the two other professors are gone. Why am I here?
Since she won't be present, Professor Hanneman has decided to skip this year as well.
Yeah, in that case, I must sit out too, right?
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Professor Manuela! Are you feeling better already?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
What? I feel like there was a weird meaning behind that.
In that case, perhaps it is best that you sit this one out.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
Wow. If I'm the only professor present...
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
Okay, no matter which... I'm pretty sure I picked the other option last time and someone got pissed at me too. But whatever. Whatever, Manuela. I don't want your friendship anyway. Jerk. Alright, so we're starting off our month. I think we got some supports to get through, guys. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We got a lot of supports to go through. I had supports before this too. So... And then I also might have to worry about certifications. No, I don't think so. I think I got everybody at their intermediate certification already, right? I don't have to worry about anything else until they hit level 20. Oh, wait, Flane is here now. Oh, and she's a full healer. Which is fine, actually. No, I don't want her to be a full healer again. I did that last time she was in my party. Do I want to make her a Pegasus Knight and then we can triangle attack things? That'd be kind of funny. What should I make Flame? Maybe I should make her a thief. Or an armored knight. Look at this. Oh my god, her face is inside the armor. Oh, it's so funny. But there's a 0% chance. Oh my god, I want to make her an armor knight. Look at this. What about as a thief? Aw, she's so cute. What do you look like as a Pegasus Knight? Yeah, you look like you should be a Pegasus Knight, which I don't like. I want you to be an armor knight. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, I've decided. You're gonna start studying to become an armor knight. I don't even care. Yo, Flame, start studying up. Better start studying hard, because you're going to be an armor knight at this rate. Oh no, you're already level 11. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's so funny looking. It was axe and heavy armor, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Let me double check that just in case. Yeah, axe and heavy armor. Alright. Flane, you're gonna be a fucking tank. A cute little cinnamon roll tank. Can't wait. Alright. Let's get through these, guys. Let's figure out what everybody's up to. Dedu, what do you have to say to Sylvain?
Dedu, hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. Looks like you're pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah?
Yes.
Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook.
Oh, that's cool.
I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain,
Yes.
Yeah?
you are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Dusker. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who I want. Besides, I believe the Dusker people are innocent.
You do?
Fargus and Dusker have been friendly since, heck, forever.
Sylvain, you're such a reasonable guy.
So why would our old friends from Dusker just up and assassinate our king? It doesn't make sense. Sure, there are probably folks from Dusker who don't like Fargus, but do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king and his whole company of elite guards?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy in skill and number.
Right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Dusker conspiring with someone else who had plans to dethrone the king.
Is that the truth?
Maybe they were even lured into participating and used as scapegoats. Regardless, it doesn't concern you or the rest of your people. A person can't be judged by the worst of their kind. Or where would any of us be? Besides, people like to talk about me anyway, so let them talk.
I like Sylvain. I like Sylvain now.
Okay, you're making a weird face. What did I say?
They always, every single character in this game was like, oh, I hate this guy. Or this guy has some weird ass fucking personality or behavior. And then you just keep looking at their support and you're like, okay, alright, maybe you're a little bit likable. And then eventually like, oh my god, I will literally kill everybody if this person is hurt in any way.
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression you only cared about women.
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that misunderstanding. But really, there's no way I'm the only person who figured all that out. There must be people who think like me in Ferdiad, including His Highness.
Agreed. But whatever the truth, we are still perceived as traitorous assassins.
Once a misunderstanding takes hold, it isn't easy to clear the air. Not without solid evidence of the truth. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, those negative sentiments wouldn't disappear overnight. The only thing that can change that is time and effort. Depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, I hate using time and effort.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Man, that got serious. Shouldn't we lighten things up with a nice cooking lesson?
Very well.
I'm also liking the dude too now. He's like, he's just so defensive, but he's slowly like breaking down those barriers he feels against everyone else. Ash and Felix? Yo, I'm excited for this. What the hell is this gonna be?
I must have left it in the library. Oh, is that Felix?
Felix? Is that Felix?
Hey, Felix. This is a surprise. I didn't think you had much interest in books.
Yeah, well, the professor is always making me use dark magic against all the enemies that we face. I would like to take up my sword and just cut them in half, but the professor insists that I use dark magic. So now I have to read all these damn books. God damn it, Professor. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna beat the professor in a sword duel. Then we'll see who's laughing. Then we'll see who's reading books.
I'm already finished with that one. You can borrow it if you'd like.
No need. I was just curious who it belonged to.
Oh, you're in a good mood.
Why not read a few pages at least while you've got it open? I think you'd really like it. The plot is pretty different from a typical knight's tale, but it's still really good. Do you like stories about adventure and chivalry?
Felix is so gonna shut this guy down.
No, I despise them.
I knew it!
Yeah, well, have you tried reading any? You might find them really interesting. I know I do.
What do you find so interesting?
Well, for one thing, the knights in these stories are always gallant and brave. And they always value things like friendship, loyalty, and justice.
Oh no.
That's
Ash,
the kind of knight
stop.
I want to be.
Your heart's about to get broken by Felix's meanness.
Ridiculous.
No.
Friendship, loyalty, justice. Only fools allow their lives to be ruled by such nonsense.
Felix, stop.
Fools who get themselves
Ash doesn't deserve this.
Only to be celebrated as heroes in books like this.
No.
Writers of these stories are worse than tyrants. They seize control of people's thoughts.
That's a little much. I was only interested in
He's still smiling. He still got it. Don't break it down. Don't make him sad.
Care. Such blind enthusiasm is dangerous. Be more moderate in your passions.
You know something, Felix?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Felix, look at that! Look how angry he is! Holy shit, Ash! What have you done, Felix? You corrupted him. He's pissed. Oh, now they're both glaring at each other.
You are exactly like the knight in this story.
Ash, you're fucking... Oh my god, dude.
Excuse me?
On the surface, he's sarcastic and intimidating, but underneath, he's kind and cares for his friends. In the end, they become heroes together and conquer all obstacles.
Disgusting. Stop looking at me like that.
What a hero you are, Dark Mage.
Oh, see, right there. That's just what I mean. You sound exactly like him. I'm going to lend you this book, really, I insist. Just give it a read, alright? Trust me, and you can tell me what you think when you're done.
Why is this happening?
Is he actually gonna read it? Yo, you better read it, Felix. I want to see some damn character development on you. Damn edgy bastard. Oh, we got 3 Ingrid supports to go through. 2 of them are B supports, too. Wait, there isn't a net support. Oh, but I'm guessing there wasn't a heart because I already... So if you don't read the supports, you stop gaining support level until you read it. I probably should have looked at the supports before. Oh well, let's do it now.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello. Have you been there long? I was absorbed in this book.
Another silly legend?
First of all, they're not silly. And second of all, no.
No.
It's an essay that speaks to uncommon and challenging battle scenarios. I've been researching such things since you proposed your unique strategy. Listen to this. Your
What was the strategy
commander
again?
gives orders that put your hometown in extreme danger. Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
I don't remember what their first support was. They've been way too long, I think, for me.
What
personally.
nonsense. I was talking about real-world tactics, not some dumb ethical question.
Whatever your personal feelings on the matter, I see similarities between such tactics and these dumb ethical questions. I haven't read beyond this one, but I think the obvious answer is to follow your commander. The duty and pride of being a knight demand that you follow orders, regardless of your own feelings.
Is Felix just like hanging out in libraries to start fights with people? And their ideologies? He seems to always just be in a library just talking shit.
But if I were put in such a position, I don't know how I'd fare.
He just wakes up in the morning and goes like, you know what? I think it would be a great idea if I went to the library today. There might be somebody trying to push their own ideals and I'm going to make sure they know they're wrong.
In fact, were someone to carry out those orders, I know that I'd attempt to stop them.
Stop bothering with all this. You're not meant to be a knight. Go find a husband.
Wow.
Excuse
You're
me?
about to get punched in the face.
You heard me.
I know you hate the ideals of chivalry and pride. So much so, you prefer to escape your duty as your family's heir. You have no right to criticize me for my ideals.
Perhaps not. At least I know not to heedlessly obey orders. I know not to romanticize blind obedience. My brother taught me to think for myself.
Don't you dare bring Glenn into this.
You're right. Forget it.
Felix, why are you such an asshole, man? Alright, we're gonna watch one more support. With, between, let's do the Annette and Ingrid one, because I'm really curious about that. And then we're gonna end the episode here, and then continue doing all these support conversations on the next one. We'll do all of them, we'll get them all out of the way. There's not, I don't know how many more there are left. Probably like 5? Let's see. So we got this. I wish there was a better way to review these supports, like some sort of like web. A web would be nice. Instead of having to open every single one like this. It doesn't look like there's that many more, so we'll finish them off at the beginning of the next episode. So let's go check out this support and we'll call it.
Hello, Ingrid. Can I have just a teeny tiny moment of your time?
Sure.
Of course.
I can spare a moment or two.
I was wondering.
How about 3?
Do you have any interest in fashion and makeup and stuff like that?
Oh my god, is this going to be as cute as the Hilda and Lysithia supports? Because I love those ones.
I haven't the time to bother with such frivolities. As long as basic hygiene is being met, then I'm happy.
Bullshit, you don't have any makeup on. There's no way you look like that good.
But you're missing out on something so fun. I mean, it's not like you need it, of course. You've got beautiful bone structure, lovely hair, long legs, but aren't you interested in trying something new?
This is almost exactly the same so far. I like it.
Well, thank you. I suppose I do find it all somewhat intriguing. But my time is precious to me, and my focus is on knighthood. Taking time to paint my face simply isn't a top priority.
Sure, but imagine if you could combine the two and become the most fabulous knight ever.
Like Lawrence Hellman Gloucester?
Okay, maybe I'm taking it too far. I know knights don't necessarily need a ton of makeup or things like that for the job. I'm just saying, I really think you'd enjoy it if you opened your mind to it. All I'm talking about
So
is
fab.
light touch. I can see it now. Your gorgeous face done up with a delicate application of makeup. The fabulous knight who everyone looks up to and wants to be.
Well, maybe? I guess. That does sound mostly harmless.
Hooray!
Unless you're a knight, then you can be harmful to
We don't have a
enemies.
moment to lose. Here, take this makeup kit, play around with the colors, and see what speaks to you.
Now, wait just a...
I actually got that little kit as a gift the other day, and I wasn't sure what to do with it because I already have that one. It's a limited palette, but I think it fits the look you're going for perfectly.
I actually never agreed to start putting that stuff on my face, Annette.
What? Oh. Well then, I guess this whole kit will have to go to waste. I'll just throw it away like the garbage it is.
You're throwing it away? I can't just stand by and let something go to waste. Okay. Alright. Thank you. We can do this.
That's the spirit! Oh, and I'm happy to help you learn to apply it too. Come on, let's go to my room. I have some brush techniques to show you before you get started.
Now, don't get carried away. Ugh.
She played me like a fiddle.
Easy, and that mastermind tactician right there. I knew Annette was the best. God damn, I really wish I was male by sometimes so I could be stressed about supporting Annette or somebody else. Oh well. Anyways, I'm going to be calling this episode here, so like I said, we'll be finishing off the supports next episode. We'll probably be starting off our exploration as well. It's all going to take a little bit. If I remember correctly, this particular month has a rather long exploration segment. I'll probably try my best to get through it as quick as possible. I might start trying to skip some of the just traveling and all that. We'll see. I'll have to play it by ear. I don't want these episodes to keep dragging on for way too long because I know it's not very fun seeing a super long episode and all that. It's very overwhelming. I understand that. Anyways, hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!